Do you know your decision matters a lot? Here are reasons. You became a product of what you are currently through the power of your previous decision. The reality here is without direction, we tend to rally around the same choice using different waves. And this is where majority makes a lot of mistakes. What would not work out would not work out. However, what would work out would also work out. And that is why we need divine intervention in the process of decision making by us. Take a look at Isaiah chapter 30, verse 21 in our Bible. It says, whether you turn right or left, you will hear a voice behind you that will insist, telling you the way to follow, which means God is the perfecter of decision making, which is equivalent to he is the master planner. Making further review over this, Proverbs 23 verse 23 says, buy the truth and do not sell it. Wisdom, instruction, and insight as well. And this is supposed to mean we should know the importance and usage of yes, and the importance and usage of no when it is required to be altered. When at confused stage, it's best to reject most offers, just as research did say that when at confused state, it's best to take no as an answer for a confused state of mind. And this is said to avoid stories that touch, which was caused by accepting a random conclusion without even having a reason to think if it would be favorable or not. Nevertheless, do not let us mix it up that acquisition of knowledge is not important. But without God, acquiring every knowledge becomes very useless. And that is why Proverbs 9 verse 10 says, the fear of God is the beginning of wisdom. Acquiring of wisdom, knowledge, and understanding without God's support is an advanced way of making foolery of oneself. And do not let us be confused that there are no other ways people do get knowledge. Yes, it's true that there are superpowers on earth, and every other form of superpowers have their own way they give their believers knowledge. It's only foolish for anyone to say there are no other altars apart from Christian altars. So other altars teaches their worshippers and even gives them wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. And this is where you should not be confused that people do the wrong thing and even consume intoxicating things, yet still have the ability to be on their right senses and produce the effective message needed to back up their decision making. This is where it is needed of us to zero our confused state of mind, especially when needed from confusion. Know your kind of religion and know the rules that guide it. Just like we Christians, prayer is our battle sword. It's certain anyone who conclude using a formula directed by confusion would rotate the same mistake over and over again. Therefore, strengthen your decision-making power. Let your yes be yes, and let your no be no, till you have your whole mind making another random conclusion for divergence. Further research can be made on our own. I am product of progress by name. I am viral teacher. I buy crypto assets, and I book flight tickets globally. God bless you. Have a nice time.